Well, hi YouTubers. I've got something to talk about today. I've calmed down now. I was irate earlier. I was upset. I was just pissed. Basically because of DJI's refresh warranty that they have going on. And partially, if the seller of the DJI Spark told me when I bought this that I've got to use it to make sure that all the components work, the controller works, everything works, I would have used it when I bought it in 2018. Yes, I bought in 2018. I'm a very busy person. I'm also a travel consultant, plus I have a second job that didn't give me time to use it. And I tell you, it's been months upon months upon months. I'm gonna fly this, I'm gonna fly this, I'm gonna fly it. And I just got around to it yesterday. Today, if the date is right, is 17th of March 2020. Yeah, that's how long it took me to fly this. Right? So, I did my maiden flight yesterday. And it flew. I did the setup. I did everything possible to get it going. But after the flight, my batteries, well, the battery in the controller discharged a lot faster than the battery in the drone, which that didn't make sense. But anyway, that's what happened. So I decided to give DJI support a call. And I did the online repair request, and there's a flaw in that as well, but they explained that after. So I went and I filled everything out up to stage 3 of completion, and it asking for adding a new address. So I basically tried adding my Canadian address, but actually gave you an option. So it brought up Canada and it brought up United States. And I chose Canada, and it says not valid. These are not the exact words or the precise words, but basically I could not choose Canada to have the item returned to me after it has been repaired. So, but anyway, it didn't work, so I decided to give them a call. It took a while to get a hold of them, but the first call, I waited 52 minutes. And they're basically saying in their message recording while you wait that because of the coronavirus, they have really extreme high traffic calls, which it's sort of weird, but anyway, that's what it is. So I spoke to the first agent, told him everything. I told him after I flew the drone on my maiden flight, the first flight after having this since 2018, brand new in the box, didn't buy it used, I bought it brand new. So I explained to the tech support agent that after flying it, and I wanted to fly it again and waited till the battery cooled down a little bit, then I plugged it in. The charge light didn't come on, so that's strange. So I plugged it in, left it overnight, didn't charge. But before it died on me, it had 1 bar. And it was beeping like hell, such an annoying beep. And so I decided to work on it, diagnose it, try and figure what the hell, why it won't charge. So tried doing that, the battery went completely dead. But yet it still wouldn't charge, right? So I explained that to them. And after that as well, here are other other things that happened. My phone could not pick up the Wi-Fi from the Spark drone anymore. I use a different Android phone that is working. It didn't pick it up. So I decided to use my own LG One 7 phone, and it wouldn't pick it up. So I said, that's strange. So I decided to go back to the S4 Samsung, which I've thrown in the corner for a good while. I don't use it anymore. It's old. It's garbage, but I figured I'd save it for the DJI Spark. So I did all my setup, my hookup, my software upgrade, everything on the S4. Works. That's how I did my maiden flight. Beautiful. Worked great. So here's the thing. The Spark will not format a 32 gig micro SD card. It will not format a brand new Kingston 64 gig micro SD card. That's stupid, that's right. So I went through, I was reading all the info on it, and it will take up to a 64 gig. It says that in the instructions and the manuals that came with it. So I also explained that to the tech as well. So the micro SD would not format, no Wi-Fi, and don't get me wrong, the drone flew great. I picked up all the satellites, everything was great, everything was fantastic. The whole issue will not. So my drone recharged, no problem. Charge great. Controller, still not charging. So you know what really bugged me when I almost just lost it on him and I started venting because I wanted to take this on my trip so I could do videos of the properties that we decide to take a look at based on what clients want. So I decided to do that. And because of the coronavirus and all that kind of stuff, I could still have gone, but it wasn't worth it. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to cancel that trip. So I canceled it. And I have one coming up in May as well. And I said I want to get this all ready so I could take it with me because I'm dying to use it. I am so dying to use it, and I'm so disappointed, man, that I just want to throw it in the garbage. But within 48 hours of my maiden flight with the Spark, I bought the DJI Refresh Spark warranty. It costs $59 US. So if you convert that, it's about I think it was, when I did the conversion, it was $82 and something Canadian. So by the time it bounced back to me, it was 85 Canadian dollars. Hey, 85 Canadian dollars for what this costs? Hey, it's worth spending the money for it. So I did that, called him up, I talked to the first agent, and his mic was really messed up, man. It's like the man had marbles in his mouth. And I told him about it, still didn't do anything about it. So he said he'll send me all the information. After everything was done, he told me that he created a repair case file and that he would email me the case number and all the instructions and the shipping label and all that, because I have the DJI Refresh that I bought. So it wouldn't cost me anything. So that's so cool. I lie down in bed for like 3 hours, man, looking for the email because I want to get this out. I want to send it out. No email. So what the rat? I said, what the rasp is this, man? So I decided to call again and wait another hour. I almost fell asleep and he answered. I said, oh, great. So I explained the same thing over to him again. Different agent, not the same. And he's telling me that the remote controller is not under warranty, not even with the DJI Refresh. What? What? And I think I almost lost it. I think I almost lost it then. I said, why wasn't this explained to me? When I bought it, they told me, look, within 48 hours, and it cost more money then at the time. It was like $89 US for the refresh warranty. So I decided, you know, I'll wait. I waited, went down to, I think it went down to 39 US, and all of a sudden it jumped back to 59. I said, that's straight. So I said, I'm going to get it at 39, no problem. So by the time I got around to purchase that, the DJI Refresh, went up to 59. I said, hey, 59, hey, whatever, man. So I did purchase it and so on. So he told me now that because you did not use the DJI Spark when you bought it within the year, there's no warranty on it, on the controller. I said, oh? I said, even if it's brand new and just flying it for the first time? I said, yeah, there's no warranty on the controller. But the thing about it is, the battery's screwed. So he's telling me, I'm going to have to pay for the repair on the controller. Imagine that. So, but anyway, he asked for my info, and I gave him all the information and so on. And he replied and said, hey, there's no case file for you. I mean, whoa. What do you mean? What the rascal do you mean? He said, there's no case file. None was done for you. So I spent over an hour with your fellow co-worker agent, and he did not create a case file? What the hell? Hey, this is DJI support, man. This is DJI support. It's like I'm losing respect for this company now. What kind of service is this? But anyway, I decided to swallow that. How much it's going to cost me, I don't know. But I decided to swallow it. Alright. So he's telling me all this shit and all this and what the policies are and whatever. If I had known this was the thing, I would have actually used that money that I spent on the Refresh Care and bought a new controller, which is 119 US. Right? 119 US. I just spent 85 Canadian, which basically, by the time you check it out, half the price. I wouldn't waste my time and bought the Refresh, the DJI Refresh Care. I wouldn't even waste time. I'd have put it towards the controller if I've known it. But on the other hand, I've got a drone that's not even emitting Wi-Fi. That's not even formatting a micro SD. And as you can see on the box, brand friggin' new. This is over a year old. And that's to show you, I just opened this yesterday and did my maiden flight. So I asked them, I said, so what is DJI is going to do to compensate me for all this bullshit? He said, when you receive your product back from repair, then you can talk to us. That is so much bullshit. That's just a brush off. They're not going to do nothing for you. I'd be lucky if they did anything for me. As a first time buyer and first time using their product, how is that, what kind of taste is that leaving in my mouth? Really? So, I still did not get, although the first tech support guy said, I will send you all the information, the shipping label, everything like that. I said, cool. It never happened. I talked to the second one. He did everything and gave me the bad news about the controller, but I got the email in less than 5 minutes after talking to the guy. I got it the same time I was talking to him, because I already told him my dilemma and the bullshit service that I got from them. He said, okay. So he said, okay, you'll get the shipping label in about 3 hours, he said. Why do I need a shipping label 3 hours later after you sent me the first email? It don't make sense. But anyway, that's the way they do things. That's the way they do it. And this is the tech support in the States. Because apparently the 1-800 number or the 181 number, toll free, Canada, the States. So I could be called. I don't think I was talking to the Canadian, because They're way different, man, in mannerisms and how they talk to you, and they're courteous and they're polite. I knew I was talking to the States. My thing is that Canada has 2 DJI authorized repair depot. One in Calgary and one in Vaughan, Toronto area. So now I'm wondering with the shipping label, is it going to be for the States or is it going to be for Canada? Well, they're paying for it, not me. But I'm still curious to find out if we have support, good support in Canada. I spoke to one of the guys in Calgary, I think it was Calgary this morning, and I gave him my scenario and gave him my issues, and he basically told me that the battery in the controller is no good. But the thing about it, it charged, and since I've had this in 2018, I've been charging the drone and the battery every 3 months. And I've been doing that because I was told to do it. Because you're going to get into issues and problems, and it won't maintain the charge, and the charge won't last long. So I've been doing that every 3 months. I'm not going to spend over $500 on this and don't do the suggested charging and so on for it. No, I'd be stupid not to. So I've been doing it. And I asked us to, when I talked to him, he said, yeah, the battery is not good. And he said also something might be up with the drone. Because if it's not formatting, it's not doing these necessary applications, and something else is wrong. So no, I have a dud. First flight, dud. First flight, dud. So what I'm saying to all of you, if you buy any DJI product, I don't care if it's DJI or somebody else, another maker, open up the box, put everything together, activate everything, and fly it. And make sure you have no issues. Because if you wait after a year to find out there are issues, you have no warranty. Unless you buy the DJI Refresh Care within 48 hours of flying this. You're in shit's creek, man, if you don't do that. So that's the dilemma I'm in. So let's see what happens when I get this product back. Providing they send me the shipping label today, tonight, tomorrow, maybe the next day. Or maybe do I have to call again and talk to another agent and say there's no case file here for me. I did not get a case file in the email. I didn't get nothing. He was supposed to give me that. I still don't see it. But they ask for address, where you live, and serial number. Hey, it's going back in the original box. The serial number is there at the back. The serial number for the drone is in the case. Lovely stuff. But there's such a contradictory on their website. Now they're saying don't send the items back with propellers, batteries, cables, all that lovely stuff. But then he's telling me I gotta send the battery back with the drone. I said, why? Your website says different. Nothing is wrong with my battery. It's great. I don't know what's going on with DJI, man. I have no idea. But I think I just got the foot up my ass. Put it that way.